Donald Trump make aliens great again? Let's dive into how the new U.S. election will affect UFO disclosure potentially. To start with, all of the key players that have been pushing UFO disclosure so far, like Tim Burchett and Anna Paulina Luna and Nancy Mace, Kirsten Gillibrand, Jerry Moskowitz, all these guys are still in place. They all got reelected. So, very good. I can't wait to see, for example, the new UFO hearing led by Nancy Mace. And Kirsten Gillibrand is going to give us our first glimpse of the new director of AARO coming up a little bit later. So it'll be really interesting to see if we have a new lovely director of AARO or if the Dr. Kozlowski is going to be a stand-up guy that is actually pushing for UFO transparency and disclosure. Somehow I doubt it, but thanks to Kirsten Gillibrand pushing things forward, we will at least be able to get a glimpse of him and take his measure. So that will be very interesting. Kirsten Gillibrand was originally a big proponent of UFO disclosure and transparency. She's been a little bit iffy, but fingers crossed that she's able to keep pushing things forward. And at the very least, that'll be very interesting. I'm much more interested in the UFO hearing in the House led by Nancy Mace. However, it doesn't at this juncture appear that we're going to get any of David Grush's 40-plus whistleblowers or witnesses, participants of the UFO crash retrievals and reverse engineering programs. On the other hand, they have been trying to keep the names of the panelists on that hearing mum so that they aren't scared off like they were last time. We do know some names like Rear Admiral Tim Gallaudet and also potentially Lou Elizondo. That's awesome. Lou absolutely deserves his day before Congress. Can't wait to see that. But I really want to see David Grush's 40-plus participants and witnesses to the UFO control group itself. But we may have to wait for that one. We may have to get this hearing in order to get that one down the line. We just have to keep the conversation going and get more and more people in Congress interested. But what about Donald Trump? Well, the Mirror says Donald Trump becoming president is the perfect storm for UFO announcement. A second Donald Trump presidency could have seismic implications for UFO disclosure, which could prove the U.S. government has had contact with ET civilizations. That's according to Nick Pope, who for many years was in charge of analyzing UFO reports for the Ministry of Defense. Billionaire tycoon Trump has claimed victory in the 2024 U.S. elections, and Pope told the Mirror that the victory could be an absolutely game-changing event when it comes to alien phenomena. Trump's victory may have seismic implications for disclosure. It's the perfect storm, a maverick populist president in his second term and thus not up for re-election. For those in the UFO community who believe there's been a decades-long conspiracy to cover up the truth about an alien presence, Trump in his second term offers the best ever hope for pushing back against the deep state and delivering disclosure. Of course, Nick is a more conservative guy, a more pro-Trump guy, so you would expect him to say something along those lines, right? So what does Trump have to say for himself?
A lot of people are very interested in the footage of UFOs. The Pentagon has released a few videos, and there's been anecdotal reports from fighter pilots. So a lot of people want to know, will you help push the Pentagon to release more footage, which a lot of people claim is available?
Oh, yeah, sure, I'll do that. I would do that. I'd love to do that. I have to do that. But they also are pushing me on Kennedy. Mm-hmm. And I did release a lot, but I had people come to me and beg me not to do it. But I'll be doing that very early on. But I would do that.
Okay, he would love to do it, and he has to do it, and he'll be doing it early on, according to Donald Trump, releasing some UFO stuff. He doesn't say full-on transparency. He doesn't say he's going to invite the leaders of the Galactic Federation to the White House, but he does at least say that he will do it. But there you go, Don saying that he will provide some UFO transparency. Now, let's go over what else we know about Donald Trump and UFOs, or what he has said and what others have said. Ross Coulthart and Haim Eshed, Brigadier General and co-founder of Israel's space program, both said that Donald Trump was read into the full enchilada of the UFO issue, including the presence of the Galactic Federation. And both independently said that he, Donald Trump, wanted to reveal this information to the public, but was talked out of it. Haim Eshed didn't say anything about it being, him being talked out of it in a threatening way, but Ross Coulthart did. He went as far as to say that Donald Trump's life was threatened if he went forward with this information. Now, that's definitely a juicy story. I remain a little skeptical, honestly, on that story that Trump was read into the Galactic Federation, that whole thing, in that he was going to tell the people about it. First of all, I don't think presidents are read in at that level. They may be told some stuff, but I don't think they're read into the full enchilada. Also, if he was going to reveal it to the American people, I think there would have been more buildup to that. Instead of just saying, yeah, there are some pilots that are more handsome than Tom Cruise and taller that have seen some stuff, I think that he would have ramped that up a little bit more.